like, well, this is
once you
retarded.
run through it, it's like, okay, then if you practice a couple times, then you have to do it again. It's like, okay, this is easy. Okay, let me show you how mine turns out.
Yeah, because it didn't like the merge.
Okay, so mine's like I've already because I had to, you know how you had to freeze your panes. So I made it bigger because
Yeah.
he said to make it bigger. So maybe it's a little bit too big, but
I think it looks
here it
great.
is. But here it is. Okay, but that's how it turned out. I think it's okay. To me, it's like fine. But I'm going to show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my other one, which is so hold on.
The original.
I'm gonna my copy.
No, no, you're
So because
fine.
I have a copy. I don't think I ran it on this one. And I'll just show you like what I did. Okay, so here we are.
Mm-hmm.
So see, first of all, I made a bunch of copies because I thought that's what he said to do. But anyway, so when I first started, the first thing I did when I started, let's say I wanted to
Yep, that's where you start the macro.
okay, and we're gonna call. I just did like I don't know inventory something, but I'll just put inventory.
Yeah, because this is just and then
Of
you did
course, you're
control.
gonna
You
do
did
the
M.
control M. Or I guess I'll do M. Yeah, I'll do M. Okay, and then I'm not gonna put anything there just because I'm just showing you.
That's
Okay, so the
fine.
very first thing I did is I went format because I wanted to start a new sheet. So that's the first thing I did because I wanted to tell it to. Then I did because I manually did this because I didn't want them to be too wide. Because if you do double click them, it gets too wide. So I started doing this. So I said, okay, the first thing I want to do is insert those columns. Remember?
Yep, that's what I did.
Right. And then but I made them smaller. I made them all the same size, like 5, I think, because he said to make them small. So I did that. But I did everything like manually, and then we did it here, right here,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And
After the and
did the
then
same thing.
yep, and then right before the schedule, you break it between the inventory
Yeah,
and the
and then I
schedule receipts.
did right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, oh shoot, oops. And
Insert. Yeah, there you go.
okay, then I'm just gonna make that a little bit. I won't make it exact because I won't worry about it. And then right here. And then again, I did it all just manually because I wanted to make sure. I made sure all my, I did all my numbers to make sure that they were, you know, formatted correctly, currency.
Did you do for yield? Did you do that as currency or as
I did
numbers?
percentage.
Oh, percentage.
It
Oh,
looked like a percentage to me. That's what it looked like. And then I just did
okay.
everything
Perfect.
else. I did
Was
numbers.
numbers.
Yep.
Okay,
So
and then you took all the decimals out.
I just took all the decimals out. I centered everything. I'm just doing it real fast. I mean, we got so
No,
good
that's
at it.
fine.
And then let's say I wanted to make sure everything was centered. And then I went up here and then I said, okay, well, this was supposed to say total inventory starting right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to put total inventory.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then,
And
of
then
course, I changed it to black.
you did merge and center and
Yeah.
all
And then
that
what I did
stuff.
is I took it here and I went, okay, we're going to just merge that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I merged this all the way across.
Yep, that's what I did.
Okay. And then I merged this guy. And then that there. Then, of course, I made colors.
Yep, that's what I did too.
I made sure all my and then of course I went down here and made this wider because I wanted to just kind
Yeah,
of
I did.
zoom
Yeah,
in. Did
yep,
you do
I
that
did that too.
too? So I just
Yep,
did like wrap and text, make sure everything
yep,
was, okay, you did the same thing. Okay, and I did it all just sort of just manually made sure I could see everything.
yeah.
I wrapped text, I think I did that.
And then
And then anyways, okay, so then I get it all done, right?
and then you stopped it right after
Yeah,
that.
so okay, let's just say it's done. I didn't pick all the
Right.
colors. Oh, but wait a minute. I got to I made sure all my, wait, is that one supposed to be, where's my one,
Yeah,
two,
your
three?
backroom inventory doesn't have the wrap text. That's
Yeah, I had it in the wrong place.
there
Okay,
you
so
go.
then I just make sure that's kind of like there. Okay, so anyways, after I
Right.
get all done, make sure I put colors in and did all that, and then I stopped it. And then I can just go Control M. And oh, it didn't work this time. This is what it did at work. Oh, you know what I didn't do though? I should have freezed my panes, but that didn't matter. Okay, so I don't know why it did that. This is what it did, exactly what it did at work.
Yeah, and it didn't. Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of columns that
Yes,
are all.
I thought it was because it was something to do with work, but it's funny. No, don't say. But the one that I did at home, I came home, I did it slower. I tried to be really careful. It
Mhm.
it worked perfectly, as you can see.
So if you hit Control M again, it'll work again.
Right. Hold on. Control M. Oh wait, let me click on this. Control M.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
Oh,
you could.
I gotta enable it. Sorry.
No, no, you're fine.
Control M. See? Right?
Oh man.
So it worked. Anyways, it worked. Right? Where are they all at? Oh, I think. Oh crap. Okay.
So you went to Format, and you clicked on what again
See it.
after you
Right?
started it?
Yeah, see it worked. Okay, so when I did format and then I went down to copy or move or copy, it says. Right? That's working. These are all
Yeah.
the same. So they worked. Okay, I'm gonna unshare and then I'll just talk see. Okay, stop. Okay, so anyways, the first thing I did, because I wanted to tell it to create a new page, because I didn't know how else to do it, I started it, I hit format, I did copy and move, and I said to the end. So that was the first move I wanted my macro to know, is to start it created on a new sheet. Now, maybe I just did it too fast today, I wasn't careful enough, but one of the other things I did is I thought I made an extra, oh, maybe I didn't. I went to make an extra row at the top, thinking maybe that would create the whole column thing because I thought it was an issue. But then I thought it was just an issue with my work Excel.
Yeah.
Because is that what yours did? Made all those extra row columns? Because that's what it did. But I didn't do it at home.
No, it did some weird. It copied over some stuff, but not everything. Like it kept my columns the same,
Yeah.
surprisingly, but it didn't copy over like price, product description, inventory. You know what I mean, like that. It kept all my
Really?
column widths. It just didn't do the main stuff. So I don't
Well, one
know.
of the first things he
You clicked
said,
on. Did you click on format and then you did move or copy sheet?
yeah,
Correct.
I did move a copy and then I said move it to the end. So that's the first step I wanted to do because I wanted to tell it to create a new sheet when I ran my macro.
And then
And then I started doing everything.
did you check mark create a copy or no?
Yeah,
You did?
I
Okay.
check marked create a copy.
Okay.
And then I said move to the end. Yeah, because that's one of the things I watched him do on the video, but I did that at the beginning, but that didn't help. Well, that's because I think we were supposed to do it during the process.
So
Anyways,
maybe so you did all of that change on
mhm,
that main sheet, correct?
I did all of it on that sheet, but
And
it
then when you do the
knows
macro, it copied that to the next one.
to
So
the
that's
new sheet. Yeah.
okay.
Because I remember in the video when he showed us how to do everything, he was taking
Mhm.
all that information to a new sheet, but we typed it all in. Well, he didn't tell us how to do it
Right.
from stuff that was we were gonna, they didn't sell us. Well, then I realized I needed to do that first, and that fixed the problem. I don't know why this time it didn't work for me, but I was just trying to do it maybe too fast, and you know, and I'm not
Well,
sure if it's the merging of those cells that causes that column issue. I don't know what it is, but are you running through it right now to try to?
I'm gonna post it to a new sheet.
I would definitely try to make some copies of it just in case you have to want to start it. I mean, you can download another one from, you know, thing, but
Yeah, because it's I don't know.
how many times have you tried it?
Oh, about a half a dozen.
Have you really? And it's done the same thing every time?
More or less, yeah. So I guess what I could do is because Jamie's not on yet, is she? No, she's
Mm-mm.
not.
And the thing is, you take your time and you just do it. It doesn't matter, I guess. I used to think, oh, you got to run all these things through really quick, but I don't think you have to.
No, it's just annoying.
I don't understand why your numbers aren't going, um, why they're not, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I gotta delete that other module. File. Remove module 1. I wonder if I get out. No, don't save. And then go back in and open it up.
Yeah, if you don't save.
Wonder if that'll work. Oh, it's all.
Hey, Jamie.
Hi.
Hey, Jamie.
Hi.
Did you get yours figured out?
I have no idea because I'm having a lot of trouble with my Excel. It keeps crashing on me when I'm trying to do them. Yeah, it was
I
doing
had
it.
that happen too.
It was doing it during the assignment part. It took me like 4 times to get the assignment part done. And then I've done this on my second spreadsheet. So I don't know if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but
So so I printed mine out so I could kind of look at the instructions just to make sure. And then I kind of went through it, like, okay, make the columns, the very first one. Now I've done it so many times where I know, but I did get it to work.
well, I've got it to make, oh, now it's not doing it? Oh, that's why. I got it to make a new sheet and everything with lines, but I don't know if that's what the assignment is because I just barely did it today. So sorry.
Oh, you're fine, Jimmy. Telly here, still getting over that cold. Sorry.
It's not a cold, it's allergies.
Oh no, I ended up going to the doctor yesterday. It's laryngitis and a sinus infection.
Okay, see? Well,
I'm supposed to be talking, so.
all right. Okay, so, well, I was telling Mike that for me to start the whole, when you first start it, the first thing you want to do, you click to record, then you go up to format and go ahead and make that copy so that the macro knows that the first thing you want to do is you want it to open up a new sheet. So the first thing you want to do when you start to record, go to format and to make a copy, and and then go ahead and go through all the processes and just make the new columns, make the right column widths, and just merge whatever cells you need to merge. It's pretty, you've gone through it a few times. It's pretty basic.
So are we supposed to, from the original sheet, which I don't even know where that's here in my work. Oh, there it is. So are we supposed to format that or copy it to a new page?
Yeah, so for me to get it to work, because I tried it different ways, and then I was at work doing it, just messing with it, and it would run the macro for the exact sheet I was on, and I'm like, no, it needs to do it on a new sheet. And then I finally realized the first step I need to do is click format. I'll show you my final, just to show you how I got it to come out, okay?
Oh, okay.
And then I think it's close enough is all I can say. So here's mine that I froze my paint, and I made it a little bit bigger because he said to. Anyways, so I just, I merged these ones up here. I made these ones a little bit bigger. I think everything is centered. And I took out the grid lines, so I'm assuming we weren't supposed to put any like boxes in it if he said to take the grid lines out, but I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of did it that way, but I just don't have any data in mind, so I need to put the data in there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing because I think just to give you an idea of, but when you do your macro, everything should jump over to that page.
It does. I just don't have any data because I didn't do it with the data. So I see what I did. So I can fix it. So so he said to make copies of the data like on other sheets. So once you get that data, that's what you're going to do the macro off of, is when all the data is on the other page.
Okay, well, yeah, so when he said that, when he said that, I did that. I went and made extra copies.
Okay,
But
I did that.
I know, but that doesn't make as much sense as you think. In order to run the macro, you need to, first thing you do is you want to go format, make a copy, move to the end. That's what you want to tell the macro to do. You want it to open up on a new sheet. So I think that's really what he meant, that you want it to open up on a new sheet when you run the macro. And the only way you can do that is to go to format and blah, blah. So I did that at the very beginning of my macro when I started recording. You know,
Okay, yeah, I get that. I just need to go in and fix mine so data transfers also.
yeah, you want everything to do it. So I just,
Okay.
yeah, I just did everything.
Okay, then I did it right, I guess. I just need to format it now.
That's what I'm trying to do. Get it to format correct.
But then where do you put that button to create a new?
Now he said to use Control M.
Yeah, use Control M.
So when you
that's
first
right.
start it, just put that M in there.
That's right. I did do that. So Control M.
While you guys are talking, I've been doing mine over again.
Okay, Control M isn't working. And what did I do wrong? Let me fix this. And edit it, I thought. Wait. Oh, no. There we go. I want to edit. Oh, I don't know how to do that.
After I got it to work, I went, oh, I'm not touching it.
I wouldn't.
I don't care. I'm not messing with it.
I wouldn't mess with it either.
Oh my gosh.
I'd be like, I'm done.
That's it. I'm like leaving it. Not perfect. It's not perfect.
Okay, so I see what I need to do. I just need to fix it. That's all. I can do that. So we don't need a dashboard then.
No, I think you just have to run that macro.
I forgot about that M thing, and I just made myself a little dashboard with a button.
You made a little button.
Yeah. Oops, that's the one I don't want to delete.
I thought it was funny how they explained how it's not a good idea to use that control, whatever button, because, you could have it. Anyways, I thought, and then you tell us to do it in the instructions. I thought, oh, that was weird.
Yeah, and then in the video yesterday, he told us to move that red thing where it tells you not to move it. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not moving it. I'm not moving it.
That's the first time I have heard that, and I thought you're kidding. After all we can't move it, we can't change it, we
I'm
can't
not moving
delete
it.
it. Right. He tells at the end of the semester, hey, you can move that if you want.
I'm like, darn it, I could have moved that so many times.
I know, it's so annoying.
So format, move or copy sheet, right?
Yeah. And then I put to the end, so that way it would,
okay. So okay. So then once you do that, that's when you can create your macro, right?
That's the first thing I do. When I started my macro to record it, first thing I did was I went to format.
The first thing you did was format.
I did that only because I wanted to tell it, hey, make a new sheet when you
right.
Yeah, so that's how I did it, because I didn't know how else to do it.
Okay.
So then I went through all the processes, and then when I finished, it worked. This time.
Format.
All right.
I have to start recording
I think
first.
I need to center everything with all my rows before I go and do that.
Now, it doesn't matter if the M is lowercase or uppercase.
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters either. All right, I think I'm done. All I have to do is stop recording. All right, moment of truth, right?
Yeah, cross your fingers.
Oh, snoop dippity dog. Yeah,
It worked?
yeah.
Good job, Mike.
Sweet. That worked. Awesome. Right. Saving, and I'm done.
That's it. I gotta go now. Bye.
Okay, yeah, so I just have to fix mine and I have to redo my macros so it includes the data, and then mine will look just like Nancy. So
Okay, do we have it then? So is everybody good? Do we need to do anything else? Jamie, you want us to stay here until you get it, or do you?
No, I've got it. I just have to include the data. That's all. So I just have to redo my macro to have the data in there. That's it.
Okay.
I think my problem was I used to do that format first, like you showed me to.
Yeah, I didn't do that, and that'll be
Well,
fine.
I think that was the key.
Did you watch the videos? The videos would say, "Hey, you might want to do this format."
I
and
did,
copies.
and I totally forgot about that step.
No.
I did the video last night.
I did the copies like you said, but I did them at the beginning because I thought that's what he meant.
Yeah,
But,
no, it worked. I'm happy. So
yeah, so I'm thinking, well, what you meant was, because I kept thinking, how am I supposed to tell it to make a new sheet? I didn't know.
yeah, and that seriously that took me all of 10 minutes.
I know. Once you run through it a few times, you become like, I know exactly what I need to do.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
super. This is the kind of mini project that I love.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, right. I
Oh,
think
man.
next week we're going to be doing macros some more. I'm not kind of concerned, but
Yeah, they're getting into coding and all that. I'm just like,
I'm a little afraid of that. But
me too.
It'll be all right.
But we're at the end, and if we all have good grades and we bomb on one, that'll be our drop. We keep saying that, and then we end up getting it.
I know.
Okay, guys, if we're all done here, I'll stop, and we can have a shorter. Okay.
Have a good weekend.
Next Tuesday. You too.
All right.
Speaking of next week, is it possible if we could meet on Monday night? I'm going to be out on a business trip. I leave noon on Tuesday, and I won't get back till about 9:00 Wednesday night.
Okay, Jamie, are you okay?
That's fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm good. So, do we want to do the same time then?
On Monday, is that okay with you guys? Around 7:15 on Monday.
Yeah, we can do it later if somebody needs to. I mean, I totally get it, but.
No, if you guys, it's just, I just found out yesterday afternoon, and about that I have to go on this business trip to Oklahoma, and so it's just, yeah.
Okay, so we'll do Monday. I appreciate that. We'll plan for Monday then, same time.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
All right. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.